are the best thing that's happened since sliced bread. Or, you know, sliced banana bread. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. Today is going to be a good one because we are talking all about clean beauty acne spot treatments, and I have done a couple acne videos in the past. I've done one about mask acne, so if you're kind of struggling with that and kind of how to deal with it and prevent it, prevent and treat mask acne, I've done that before. I've also done kind of my skincare regimen, and I do feature certain acne treatments that I like to do. And then I've also done an entire video, I believe, on acne products that I love and kind of what I'd like to do to also cover them up. Today we are just talking about the spot treatments that I love to use when I'm having an active breakout. These treatments are really, really good for that. And I feel like right now, especially, life has just been so stressful for everybody, and acne has been definitely an issue for a lot of people, even people who don't normally get acne. And that's just something that I find acne is the most defeating freaking thing on earth. And especially if you get hyperpigmentation, which I do, you're gonna have that mark there for a really freaking long time. And that's honestly disrespectful. Leave. The acne's gone. Why are you still here? They're here to ruin your life. So I'm going to be talking about the spot treatments I like to use to kind of avoid, first of all, getting hyperpigmentation in the first place, because if you're kind of fighting it right when it comes out, then you don't really have that option of the bump really being there for long and creating that issue where you get then the dark mark on your face or the pink mark. I do know some people get pink marks when they have hyperpigmentation. So we're talking about all those products, and I'm very excited. So if you're excited for this video and you want more skincare videos, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's talk about clean beauty acne spot treatments. Okay, you guys. All right, so let's talk spot treatments. So in general, I think it's really important to have a good regimen, right? So have your face mask and have your kind of treatments that you can use that aren't just spot treatments, but also act as spot treatments, if that makes sense. So if you're having a really bad breakout and you're like, oh no, what do I do? Instead of just putting a spot treatment on top, I think it's really important to also do a face mask, let's say, on top of it. Leave the face mask on just the spot or the area. Let it sit there, let it kind of do its thing, take it off, and then go in with a spot treatment. So I want to highlight two face masks that I love, and I feel like I'm going to be beating a dead horse with these because I've talked about them before, but we're just going to talk about them again. First one is the Clottedly Detox face mask. This is really good, and both of these face masks I'm talking about today are super, super easy to remove, which I find is really important, at least for me, when it comes to acne, because I don't want to be scrubbing at it to take off the mask. I just want it to be easy to remove. This is really easy to remove. This is really, really nice. It is a light pink color, and when you put it on, you just let it sit, let it do its thing. If you want to do it before bed, do it before bed. And I don't necessarily do it all over my face all the time because these are kind of more clay masks, so if I don't feel like I need to do it, I don't. So then sometimes I'll just put it on as a spot treatment, and that's great. Let it sit, take it off, and then go on with my spot treatments. And it's really, really nice. I like it. The other one that's super easy to remove is this one, the pink clay one from Sand and Sky. This is amazing. It's in a pot. Take the frickin'. And both of these have a really natural, nice scent to them. This one's also pink. And again, when you will put it to the mask, put it on your acne, it just sits there, it does its thing. It's also, these two are really good for if you're having the under the skin kind of little skin color bumpies that you can't really get rid of that easily. These are really good at getting rid of them and pulling out blackheads and stuff like that. These are great. I'm a huge fan of those. And then on top of that, I do, when I'm having acne breakouts or I'm having irritation on my skin, I use a specific face oil at night, and that is the Clottedly Detox Oil. And no, this isn't sponsored by Clottedly. I'm just freaking obsessed with their detox line. This is really, really good, and this is the one product that, I've said it before, I'm 29 years old now, and I started using this when I was 22 or 23 years old, and I order it all the time. I cannot be without this because in cases of emergency, this is really, really good. Especially if you're leading up to an event, like all this stuff is great to have to begin with so that you can also avoid acne that is going to erupt, let's say the day of like whatever you have. It's really good. All right, so let's move on to specific spot treatments. So I like to use just something that I can put on during the day that is really, really easy and can like work well with makeup. And the one that I find works the best with makeup on top is tea tree oil. Now this is from the Body Shop. This is my freaking favorite tea tree oil. I love the container. What size is this? This is the 20 milliliter one. I'm a huge fan of this. It just does what I need it to do. And when I put it on, even if it's like an under the skin something, I can feel it working. And that is like the best thing ever. I'm a huge fan of tea tree oil, and I just feel like it is an underrated thing. Like I feel like a lot of people don't use it, but it is so easy to use. It's a little bit strong in scent. It's a little strong in scent, but I actually like the smell. It is very earthy smelling. Not medicine-y smelling. Actually, maybe a little medicine-y smelling. I'm trying to remember what I just smelled. It honestly is so good. If the smell also like doesn't linger for that long, so if you're sensitive to smells, this definitely is a strong smell. So is this oil, but they go away really fast. So I think that is, I mean, in the name of acne, who cares about smells? Like if it's going to just do what you need it to do throughout the day, it's great. And then I also like to use this at night. It's just great. It's great. It's great. It's great. I'm a huge fan, and I find that it sinks into the skin really nicely, so then it really can get in there and do its job. Huge fan. You can buy tea tree oil pretty much anywhere, Amazon, wherever, but I personally prefer the Body Shop one, and that is kind of the one that I'm going to recommend. However, you can get tea tree oil anywhere, and it's pretty accessible, so that's really nice. And easy. It's easy, it's nice, and it's not super expensive, which I really am a huge fan of. Like just a spot treatment that you don't have to freaking spend $1,000 on. Nobody wants that. It is great. So next, I'm really excited to talk about this product. So this is the BHA Acne Spot Gel Treatment, 2% salicylic acid from Aid Beauty. This stuff is so freaking good. Now this is a newer product from them, but when it launched, I literally snatched it up immediately because I have had a bit of a challenging time in the clean beauty world finding like a true spot treatment that isn't just tea tree oil that I find actually really, really works. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. I find sometimes they just don't do everything that I want them to do. This does such a freaking good job. So this is just like a clear little like paste. Okay, that is not the right word. It's not a paste. Why am I smelling it? No, so it's like a clear gel. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a clear gel, has no smell, and it is so good. You put it on your mark. This also, if you put makeup on top of it, it's great. However, if you're using something that is super oily on top of it, like if you're using the Kosas like the foundation oil, or if you're using a oil to moisturize, sometimes it can ball up just because it's a gel formula, and gel doesn't necessarily always work well with oils. They're kind of like fight each other a little bit, but it works really well with like regular face creams and stuff like that. It's really, really good. It performs really well. So what I like to do is I use this during the day and this at night, unless I'm feeling like I want like an extra punch of either one. Like it depends on the day. This sinks in really well, and if I want something for, you know, the super, super under the skin bumps, I'll definitely go maybe more tea tree oil, because at least to me it feels like it's sinking in and doing its job, and that's all I want, is it to sink in and me feel like, oh my god, it's doing something. And with tea tree oil I can really feel that. With this, it's not necessarily the same thing because it is a gel, but this is really, really good. It literally, like if you're having a bump, let's say, it helps with the redness too. It flattens out the bump, which I really, really like, and you can feel it like in the morning, or you know, the next day, you can definitely tell that it did something, and I think it is so good. This is worth having in your arsenal. If you have kids at home that have really bad acne or are currently dealing with a lot of stuff, I highly recommend this entire routine because I think tea tree oil is really good. It's not going to dry out their skin. This is really good. It's not going to dry out their skin. And they also have these like face pads that are a part of this line. So like the white packaging, Fab Pharma. And it is so good, and it really, really does a good job if you have a lot of acne bumps, which a lot of, I mean, if you're younger or in high school, college, whatever, I mean, we break it out. Acne is here to ruin our lives. So this line is really good, and I highly recommend it for that. I also really recommend what I'm going to talk about next. Okay, these freaking miracle patches are the best thing that's happened since sliced bread. Or, sliced banana bread, whatever. It is so freaking good. So these are just, what are they? So I want to just show you what they look like. So this is kind of how they come in like these packages. And they come in ones that are smaller and bigger. So they have one that's 10 millimeters and then one that's 12 millimeters in the package. And what they look like is just like this. And you kind of tear the thing like this and you take the patch off and you put it on an active breakout. And let me tell you something, you guys. First of all, if you're having like a really bad breakout and you don't want to put a like spot treatment on it, and you kind of want to, oh my god, what's on my knuckle? Oh, face mask. If you want to put something on it to kind of protect the spot, but also pull out everything that's in it, this is like, oh my god, it's so good. Like if you're having a really bad breakout and you want to put something on at night too, this is so good because in the morning, honestly, it's going to be so much better. So much better. And you can see all the stuff that's come out kind of, which is kind of gross, but like you can tell that it did its job. It's incredible. Like these are so good. And I really like the brand Rael. Like they have tampons and all that stuff, and I've tried a lot of their stuff out and I'm a big fan of them. These are so freaking good, and they're super invisible. If I'm having an active breakout on my face and I'm just gonna be running around in life, and a lot of us are wearing face masks anyways, and I want to just put this on, if I just put this on, I'm not feeling self-conscious that you can see it on my face, and that to me is huge. So this is a really good product, and an overnight product overall. Like this is such a good overnight product. I actually recommend all of these kind of things for overnight. Less so like the face masks for overnight, just because sometimes I find that it can dry, like just face masks in general, like if you leave them for a long time, it can dry out a little bit. And then, sometimes the dryness that you create can actually make more of an issue than like improve it, like in the long run. I don't necessarily recommend like putting a spot treatment of a mask overnight, but all the rest of these definitely recommend overnight. This is so freaking good. I'm so impressed by these. I have another one that I've tried by the brand Alba, and those are also really nice, but they are not as invisible as these. In terms of performance, I find that these perform just slightly better, but they're all really good. The Alba ones you can buy at Target. Actually, you might be able to buy the Rael ones at Target. I think you can buy the Rael tampons at Target. So you might be able to buy these at Target too, actually. And you can buy these on Amazon, which is great. Who doesn't love Amazon? I love stuff that like ships fast, which is just like part of my sickness, because then I'm always like, oh, 1 day shipping, I'm gonna buy it. Stop buying stuff now. You're addicted. I'm addicted to online shopping. Is anyone else with me? Addicted. It's a problem. But these are incredible, and overall, I think all of these kind of do different things, right? These specific spot treatments. Like this is a great, super natural, super like sinks into the skin, easy peasy one that you can just have. It is so good. It really performs well, and it really, fights the bacteria, which I love. This is really good. It has salicylic acid in it too. So then if you're having kind of an irritation, like a mark or whatever, this is really good for that. And it like does such a good job. Under the skin ones, I would use this. For all other kind of acne, I would use this. And if you have like an open acne mark that like you popped because you shouldn't, and don't pop your acne marks. I mean, I pop them all the time, but don't do it. Don't follow what I do. Do the right thing to do. This is really good because it just really gets in there and it just freaking punches the zit away. These are all great. And then this is it's a patch, so it's so different. It still pulls everything out, but it's also a great protective barrier, if you don't want to expose the zit to like the world, you want to cover her up You want to make sure she's not getting more irritated. This is really, really good. And I have all of these and I use them all the time, and I kind of interchange based off of what my needs are. So yeah, that's it. That was my Clean Beauty acne spot treatment video. I would love to know if you've used any of these products. What did you think? What did you like? What didn't you like? And if you have any recommendations, I would love to know, and I'm sure anyone else watching this video would love to know, so also leave those down below. And I will link any videos that I've done that kind of relate to acne, just so that you can check those out too if you're interested. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.